really, really wonderful. It's a long way to come, and it's kick-ass to see you all come in here and being highly energetic Hivians as you always are. Thank you very much. See some wonderful, beautiful faces on the front row here. All right, let's get this kicked off then. I'm going to just lead you through a few things about the event, give you a little summary of what me and partially Eddie feels Hive has done this year, to get you a little bit excited, because, man, there's a lot of good stuff going on Hive. Is there a lot of good stuff going on Hive? It's amazing, eh? You can't do anything but stay positive about it. So the first thing I want to show, does anyone recognize this project? Hands up. Yes, most of you. Can I get a shout out to what it is? The Ghana Boreholes project. So Value Plan has worked with a guy called McSam, and they're on their 12th borehole now that they've installed, where the government couldn't install the borehole because I think the money went missing. So Hive has managed to install boreholes, and it's actually stopped a local feud between two tribes, which is amazing. It was basically, the deal was stop the feuding, and the water comes in, and the feuding stops. It's like a 10-year feud, and lots of other stories like that. Amazing, amazing project. So congratulations, McSam, who can't be here, but he's kicking ass over in Ghana. Couple of shots of it there. People using these things every day. They used to walk miles and miles and miles to get water. This has stopped it. Anyone recognize this photo? Hands up. What's going on here? Sucre. These guys are machines. They just don't stop. They're onboarding people like crazy over in Sucre in Venezuela. I know Edmundo Churan. He's been one of the driving forces behind that project. I want to give a big shout out to him. Can we give him a round of applause? Because they're all watching. They're all watching on the live. So this is a great model for Hive to onboard businesses and use Hive payments. 3-second clearing, 0 fees, scanning QR codes on your iPhone. Unstoppable, un-KYCable cryptocurrency, paying to businesses from people who have earned it from blogging. Right? This is an incredible economic model, and I think the whole world should know about it, and it's going to become a force of nature, in my opinion. So congrats to Hive Sucre for starting that model, and I'm looking forward to many, many more of these types of models going forwards. Congrats. I want to give a shout out to the guy because he's streaming. He's streaming the whole of HiveFest. Taskmaster. I don't know if you can make that out on the screen. But yeah, shout out to Taskmaster. He's live streaming. If any of you get a chance, just go contact him. I know most of you got his contact. He's on live stream right now on Twitter Spaces. Just go give him a call from HiveFest. People are going to love it. Just go say, hey, I'm at HiveFest. This is my project. And Taskmaster will ask you some very interesting questions and keep you talking all about your projects. So go and tune into his live stream. But the other side story here, well, it's not really the side story, it's probably the main story, is the Leo guys. I see a Nomad Soul over there. Where's Cal? Is Cal here? He's probably working on this. So Cal and Nomad Soul have put together threads, and they've sped it up so it's live threads. And what that means, I mean, we use it on our CTT podcast. So our users can go on this live, see updated comments from our audience, and we can upvote our audience as they comment live on our streams. I don't know anywhere else that can do that. We're currently setting up situations, I guess, with various content creators from various conferences that we've been to, where they're very interested in using this tool to reward their audiences. And I don't know who else can reward their audiences like this with cryptocurrency for live streaming. So really looking forward to this tool, Leo Threads, amazing project. Looking forward to it. Congratulations, guys. Keep the good work up. This one is close to home. As 3 Speakers, a video platform that we run, me and Dan. We wanted a way to get ourselves out of video storage. So it's a little bit of a complicated diagram. Don't pay attention to it. Even we can't understand it fully, Dan. But Nathan Sen, the guy that helped build this, is proof of access. So it basically means that you can get rewarded with crypto for storing other people's videos. And that sounds simple, but it's basically spaceship technology. And as far as I know, we're the first people to do it for video on-demand content. And it's not just video, it's anything on IPFS. So we literally have an IPFS storage mechanism for which you can get rewarded for storing other people's content. This is massive, in my opinion. A little bit of conflict of interest in saying that, but I really do believe in this, and I think this is going to be massive for rewarding people all over the world. Because there's people all over the world now testing this, and they are basically using their spare laptop storage space, and they're getting rewarded for storing other people's content. I don't know any other chain you can do that on. So, and I want to give a shout out to Nathan Sen for being the guy that came in and helped us finish this. So thank you, Nathan. Give him a cheer, yeah? Good lad. Anyone recognize this? Can you see on the SWC? Street Workout Community. These guys are in Venezuela. They're incredibly fit, incredibly healthy men and women. And they are effectively spreading the word of Hive with brands. The Hive community supports these guys, and they go all over Venezuela doing competitions in street workouts. And they're a bunch of badasses, and I'd love to have them here. We tried to get them here, but obviously the visa situation with Mexico and Venezuela was difficult. But I want to give a big shout out to these guys. What's that? Yeah, the sponsored parks. That's a great point. Thanks, Krimi. So the sponsored parks. So Hive's Value Planet again has helped sponsor a couple of parks. These guys have helped build them, and they're marketing them, and this word is spreading through Venezuela. So it's really awesome to see. Where is he? Slaven, the rally driver. Just finished the World Rally Championship in Greece, which is one of the hardest rallies in the world. This is a great opportunity for Hive. There are millions of people watching this. Millions of people watching you, Slaven. He's just like, yeah, I know. This is, yeah, he's such a humble guy, so honored to be part of this. And I actually went to the rally in Sardinia to see this. There are millions of people watching this. The potential for this, for us to demonstrate how we can reward our fans of this team to the other rally teams who have got millions of followers is massive. And we have a right to be there because we're in the rally. We can go speak to these teams. So I think that's what's going to end up happening on this on the long term. It's a great potential opportunity to reward rally fans, of which there are millions all over the world, for taking part and commenting on rally content. So this could be a massive thing here. So congrats, Slav, on finishing the last Greek rally. Awesome work. Awesome work. Does anyone know this one? Hive's top model. Hive's top model. Now, I know none of you lot were in the competition. But there's some lovely ladies starting to compete with modeling competitions in Hive. So thanks to apps like You, Peak D. It's really great to see these people taking part, and that's spontaneously happened on Hive. No one knows why. There is one that could win it here, though. There is one that could win it here. Maybe two. Oh, hold on a minute. Well, I'm getting carried away now. But yes, we have a great bunch of wonderful women on the platform. And the beauty of this is not just about beauty of women. There's much more to this. It's people blogging, posting, building community, building relationships, and they effectively rise in the rankings of these competitions. So it's really, really wonderful to see. So congrats to Hive's top model. So anyone know this one? Remind me, Eddie. Apologies. Yes, this is the fest. Yes, sorry. I'm getting carried away here. I'm thinking about Hive's top model too much. So Hive has started marketing this year, I think you could say thanks to people like Krimi, thanks to some of the guys in Venezuela and Latin America. There's big conferences going on. So this was Hive Latin Fest. And I've personally got calls now from Venezuela and from Colombia and from Paraguay from people saying, hey, can I come and use your app? I heard about you at this Latin Fest that we went to. And it's crazy. It's starting to happen. So any other comments from anyone in the audience from that? I saw you just about to, no? Yes, the same teams organize Caracas Blockchain Week. So that's going to be super cool to see. I'm actually going to go to that if I can get a flight and a visa there. Maybe you'll be going as well, Dan, we'll see, hopefully. So yeah, congrats to these guys. They're doing a great job over in South America, especially Femininko. Good man. Anyone recognize these guys? Yes. Where are they? Are you in the room? Everyone just pointed at you, by the way. Everyone's like... So Nathan Sen again. Is Chris Rice around yet? Yeah, he'll be a bit later on though. So both of these guys took an amazing trip around the world to come here. Thanks for that alone. And they're building great projects on Dbuzz over there. But the other thing that they've been involved in, and I think has been very, very noticeable, is they've been to so many crypto conferences in Asia. And they're really one of the driving forces behind the spread of the word of Hive in Asia. And this is a massive, massive effort. And so thank you very much for that. And it's great to see these things. And I think you're getting a lot of good traction there. So congrats. I would like a round of applause for Nathan and the Dbuzz team. I thought it was in there somewhere. So at the end of the month, we've got Caracas Blockchain Week, and the Caracas, the Venezuelan community is putting on a separate 2-day Hive event after that. So we're all going to try and get as many people there as possible. But I've got a feeling there's going to be more people there than even HiveFest, because there are a bunch of crazy Hivians over there in Venezuela. So it's nice to see. So yeah, looking forward to that. Again, Hive events organized by Crimi. These are amazing drives in Europe and America to try and get the word of Hive out there at different crypto conferences. So I'd really like to give a big round of applause to Crimi for helping out with that stuff. You're amazing. So good. I went to one in Vegas last week, and we're getting really good at having the stand set up with the different apps. Crimi's out there basically grabbing people and bringing them to the stand and then going, you've got to talk to this guy. And we're just like a conveyor belt of talking about Hive, you know. It's really becoming a well-oiled machine. And it's really nice to see. So thank you, Crimi. Does anyone know why I've put this one here? Any guesses? You're not allowed to guess. Can you guess? Did you build it? This is Voltec, everyone. He's a very fundamental part of what's happening here. This is the integration of Speak Network video technology into different apps on Hive, where basically what we're saying is we as FreeSpeak, the video operator on Hive, we want to build ourselves out of our responsibilities and give them to you as a community to operate yourselves. But it's not a self-centered thing. It's like it's a proof of what the technology is supposed to be. We're all supposed to run each other's infrastructure. So this is one of the first moves on Hive to actually do that. And what's happened is Extensi and ActiveFit have now integrated FreeSpeak video technology. They're starting to run their own infrastructure as well. And so it means that they will actually have their own separate worlds built for them in the video world, so they can provide that service to their users. And at the moment, we're still semi-involved, but we're slowly but surely, as the Speak network progresses, building ourselves out of that and giving them and their community full responsibility to run that for themselves. So it's sovereignty and independence. And then we can take that to all sorts of other apps and video creators and content creators across the world, so they can have their own sovereignty and not rely on centralized infrastructure to serve their users. I think that's going to be a really important thing. Can we get a round of applause for that? It was hard. Thank you, thank you. It's for Voltec. This is the FreeSpeak video app. So Sagar Karathi, 88, has been doing an absolute sterling job on building a really nice FreeSpeak video app to the point now where he's just integrated podcasts, and this is better than the web app. And I'm starting to use this as my main app on my phone now. It's really, really amazing. It's nice, slick. It's got everything that you need. There's still a little bit of work to do, but it's coming on really well. So I want to give a shout out to Sagar. Can we give a round of applause to Sagar if he's listening? Thank you. We all know this one, Keychain Store. I've been going around trying to onboard businesses. It's hard work to onboard businesses. I'd like us to try that while we're at the fest, just to get feedback for the community. But this is a great app where you can put an invoice in, what you're selling, generate a QR code, and then someone can scan the QR code. I think that's the QR code to Keychain Store. There's no crypto on it. Don't get scanning it. But yeah, that's a great app. Studkev has built that. So shout out to Studkev. Great work, and I'm looking forward to seeing that advance. Can't go without saying V4V app. Brian London's here. The same thing's happening on that. Awesome app. This is more of a progressive web app, which I think is incredibly important. And so you can do the same thing. You can click receive on there, and you can receive cryptocurrencies, invoices. You can send it, and then of course it's also got Lightning integrated. So now you can blog, you can earn non-KYCable crypto, and then you can as a stable coin, and then you can pay Lightning invoices with it, which is actually something that HiveCube has been doing. Is Manu around yet? There he is. That's going to be super cool to hear your presentation next. So I understand people in Cuba are blogging and then paying their utility bills with the blogging money. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I really, really like that. Splinterland's land. They've released land, long awaited, but awesome, awesome work to see. I know the community is very, very excited about that. Like you moments. This is a very cool feeds, streams app. What would you call it? What's the word? My mind's going blank. Sorry? It's like stories? No, it's a Reels. It's a Reels type thing. So they've built Reels, thank you. They've built Reels, really, really awesome to see. Amazing short form content there. Good progression from LikeChew. And they've got a beautiful app as well. I really appreciate LikeChew's app. Again, if you can give a round of applause for them because they're doing great work. Nice work from Elmer. And then, of course, Peak the open projects. A few of the things that they do, they've open sourced a lot of the work that they do. So any app on Hive can integrate StingChat. Don't have to do any work yourself, you just have to integrate the APIs. Beautiful, beautiful work. HiveHub.dev, where there's loads of cool statistics about what's going on Hive. API node monitor, where you can monitor the status of API nodes, which maybe most people won't use, but for us apps, it's very important. And of course, the badges that they give out for doing various tasks, and lots more on there. So I spoke to Javi at Las Vegas, and he was saying he wants to try and make PD Open projects more understood by the community. We really can gain a lot by integrating a lot of this stuff and save a lot of our own efforts. And of course, you've got HQ Magazine, where Smooms and Quirkery, there they are. Man, your trip here, Ray. That was amazing. I'll talk a bit more about that in a second. Crimmy looks amazing on the front of the magazine here. She's a little bit shy, but we can make her as red as possible right now. But I'll tell you, I was sitting last night when all you guys were partying at the top. Me and Eddie were finishing some of the accounts off downstairs on the check-in desk, and that magazine was there, and people were just walking by and be like, "Hey, who's this girl? And what's this?" You sell, Crimmy, you sell. This is Haas. Where is Archange? He's coming on in a second. So on Hive, you can log in without using a password, which is insanely amazing. And this has been making a lot of progression over the last year. So again, round of applause to you there for that, Archange. Awesome, awesome stuff. This is not in the consciousness of most people outside of Hive at the moment, and I think it will become a thing in the future. So another cool piece of technology on Hive. And then we've got Hive Multisig, which is very, very useful for apps like URS and VSC, who are building all sorts of autonomous type things that we can use these multisigs for. It's a really, really cool project there. I know a lot of the devs in the room really like that one. I don't know if the devs want to give a round of applause for that or not. They don't. They do. They do round of applause. And then last but not least, as part of this HiveFest, we've got the movie premiere Free Chain, which I'm really excited to see. It's on Tuesday. Where is Lord Butterfly? And where is Little Lamb? They're probably still directing the movie. No, I know that they finished it 3 weeks ago. And they've actually been to Hollywood to try and sell it as well. So they're really active on that. And it's a lot more than it looks as just a movie. There's a lot more going into this. So there's going to be a red carpet event on Tuesday. Wear your dancing shoes. We're going to be having interviews by Neo, and he's going to be interviewing you as you go in and interviewing you as you leave and getting your thoughts on the movie. It's going to be super cool. Really looking forward to it. Okay. That's the end of what's going on in Hive. I mean, doesn't that make you excited about Hive? I mean, my gosh. I was going through this going, oh my gosh, is this really all going on? And this is just this year, you know? It's coming. It's really coming. It's going to be so cool, Hivers. It's got so many of the base building blocks coming into place now. I can't wait. Okay, try and quickly run through this. So I want to give you some details about the show and about the event. First of all, I believe it's right up there. You see those arch windows up there? That is the NFT showroom art gallery. And I want to give a shout out to Crimmy for just putting out a quick competition, like really short notice. And we've got 30 submittals. And they're all up there. They're all hung. And where is Alessandra White? There she is. She really helped out hanging that. And Eurosol as well. I want to give him a shout. So go see that. It's really cool. You walk in, and it's like a makeshift system. It looks really artistic, and it's a beautiful space for this art. And yeah, you can go scan the QR codes. Is there a QR code scanning competition on this, or are we? Well, maybe if the more people that go scan the QR codes, maybe there's something for the artist at the end. We'll see. Okay, come into the people traveling here. Raise your hand if it took more than 27 hours to arrive here. Oh my gosh. I thought it was like 3 people. It's like a third of the room. So, I mean, a lot of people traveled a long, long way to get here. And it's really, really amazing to see. It shows the keenness and enthusiasm behind Hive. Brian of London came complaining about how he was the longest. He traveled halfway around the world. And everyone was like, oh, poor Brian. And then we found out about Smooms and Quirkery, who did, was it 2 cancellations, 2 baggage losses with all the magazines? And one, okay, only 1, 2 baggage losses. My gosh. But you got all your bags? Amazing, amazing. See, they just don't stop. They just don't stop, these Hivians. And then we got Nathan Sen and Chris Rice, who effectively were, I wouldn't say forced, but their airline booked them the trip the wrong way around the world. So they went from Philippines to Dubai. How many hours did that take? 48 hours, yeah? What do you guys total? 48 hours. Sort that out. More than 40. Oh, see, now it's getting intense now. Raise your hand. Well, he's not here, unfortunately, but I'm going to put this in the speech anyway. There's a gentleman who's come in a little bit later today, and this is his first time leaving the USA for 27 years since his honeymoon. He's doing a speech tomorrow. It's Trust Paradox, in case you don't know him. So when he arrives later today, I don't think he knows that I told you, but just be like, give him a shake of his hand and say, are you okay? Just make sure he's okay. But he's great. He's really keen to come and looking forward to giving you a speech tomorrow at this point. Okay, so quick demographics. Any guesses on the percentage of US citizens here? In the crowd. Give me one guess, someone. Shout a number. 30. Have you been looking at my sheet? It's 32%. We've got, how many from Mexico? 15 or 15? Close, 23% Mexicans. We've got 9% Canadians. Yeah, you guys are representing. Yeah, see that now they're all coming out their shells now. We'll watch those Canadians. They'll be taking over Mexico soon. And then Germany, 7%. Barely, it was nearly 5%, but you guys made it 7. Well done. So we knew many were apprehensive about the traveling here. So I just want to give a quick thought and shout out to Paul, the driver. I hope you all had a good, smooth drive with him. It's been an absolute mission to make that happen, but he's really kicked ass, and I've come close to having heart attacks on several occasions, but we're all here, apart from a couple that are coming later today, but everyone's safe. It's great. So thanks for persevering with that, guys, and coming. Transport out of here, we'll do something with Paul, if any of you want to go back with him. I feel like some of you are going to get comfortable here and you'll figure out your own ways back as well, so come see me and Eddie at some point during the fest and just let us know if you need us to book something for you, and we'll make sure that happens so you get out of here. And then we'll just give you a little kick like that when you go. Okay, on to some of the cultural things. Piñatas. I'm English. So when we were walking around organising this event, Gabby and Dan were talking about, oh, let's do a piñata. And I was like, oh, yeah, that sounds really good. And then I had no idea what it was. I was like, hold on a minute, what's a piñata? I've heard this word. So apparently, it's the thing where you hang basically a cardboard box and it's filled with sweets. I'm English. We're on an island. And you smack it. You smack it with... So I was like, oh, that's great. We're going to have a load of Hivians smacking some piñatas later. So look forward to that. We'll be giving you a good... We'll be filming you, don't worry. And then on Monday, we've got wine tasting in the Val di Guadalupe. And to me, I thought, okay, wine tasting. And I went on this about 2 years ago with Dan, and it's one of the most amazing experiences I've ever had in my life. It's so beautiful out there. The sunsets are amazing. The wine is incredible. So I'm really looking forward to taking you all on that. That'll be our day off to like relax and get to know each other. There's a couple of ping pong players in the room, I believe. Hands up. Yes, we know this one. Where's the other ones? There is Buttcoins, Mike. So we're having a ping pong tournament. I think it's tonight. Is it tonight? Yeah, it's between the breaks tonight, is it? Or is it tomorrow? We'll check on the app anyway. I can't remember where it was, but it's just up there. I want to give a shout again to Taskmaster. He's live streaming this. Please book an interview with him. Go contact him. Get on his live stream. I think he's streaming from the Hive Blocks account. It's great content, generate lots of traffic, make the most of the event. There's also Crimmy and Neo just over here, and tomorrow it'll be similar setup. There's Neo. Give us a wave, Neo. How you doing? They're doing interviews on the deck chairs over here. So the idea is, as a bare minimum, the speakers will come off the stage and go straight to the interview to do their like high-intensity, quick live stream interview, and we get some nice content of you. You can use that for your marketing later. But if anyone else wants to have an interview, anyone else wants to say something, anyone else wants to talk about HiveFest, please go see Neo and Crimmy and sort yourselves out a quick interview there. It'd be super cool to get the vibe of HiveFest across to everyone else, because there's a lot of people watching on live stream. So yeah, please go see Neo and Crimmy. Last one is, has everyone got the HiveFest app? Hands up if you haven't got the app. Do you want it? That's a bad question to ask on stage, and it should be like, no. So if you haven't got the app, it's just app.hivefair.st. And you can download it to your phone, and it gives you all sorts of cool features about the show. It tells you who the speakers are, what the venues are, places to go see. There's a map. And finally, there's this last section called onboarding businesses. And I want to try and make this HiveFest about talking to businesses. Whether or not we manage to succeed in onboarding them directly at HiveFest is a different question, but just go talk to them. Go say, hey, do you know, look at this payment mechanism, look at Keychain Store, look at V4V app, show them how quickly the payments can happen, and get some feedback from the businesses, because you don't realize how difficult it is to onboard the businesses until you go speak to them. And we can build an appreciation in Hive about how hard that is and try and get more solutions made for it. And the last thing is, in your tote bags, well, there's a little bit more, but the last thing is, in this section, in your tote bags, there are some business cards. Go use them. Go give them to people. Go out. Let's go speak to people about this stuff. We're here. Let's take over Rosarito. Yes. Woo, one person's going to do it. Who was that? Okay, for the rest of the day, to finish off here, we've got Beer Saturday. So Detlev is looking after Beer Saturday. He does it every year. So it's just a group of people who like beer. Get the night started off. So after the proceedings finish here at 5, 6, we're going to be going to Beer Saturday. It's on the beach. I've got it as in a bar on the app, but I haven't had a chance to update the app. So it's on the beach. But follow Detlev. He'll go and give you some nice beers there. And then after that, we've got dinner. And by the way, if you don't want to go for Beer Saturday, most people, well, not most people, some people probably want to go chill, shower, relax, and then get ready for dinner. So dinner's in Casablanca. Casablanca is where you've been eating breakfast here. But it's at the time of the sunset. So let's try and make it for the sunset, because it's beautiful here, and they've got the open windows. It'll be a fantastic dinner. Apart from the fact you guys drank most of the alcohol last night. But we'll sort that out. Then we're going to try to do some horseshoe throwing on the beach a bit later on tonight. And maybe some tequila tasting for those that are that missed the horseshoe, let's say. And then we'll go on to the town with a few people that want to go on to the town. Okay, so that's it from me. Thank you very much. Thank you. Appreciate you all coming here. Honestly, it's really, really wonderful to keep HiveFest going and make sure that we keep this tradition alive.